It's just a couple moments before we start our service. I'll hold together a moment of thought and prayer as we gather together in unity to share the light of love with the world. And so mahalo keakua. Thank you, God, for the opportunity to be here and share this life. And so it is. Amen. I'd ask you to please shut your cell phones down and put them on mute so as we prepare for service. Mahalo. A cool mau mau. A cool mau mau pa. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai ka iki mai luna mai. Ona mea huna no awe mele e ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai ka iki mai luna mai. Ona mea huna no awe mele e ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai ka iki mai luna mai. Ona mea huna no awe mele e. Kakaiaka e koma mai. Good morning and welcome as we start the service here, beautiful Kailua Kona, Hawaii, with the Hawaiian prayer chant, the Eo Mai. The Eo Mai is the beseeching of the Great Spirit and our ancestors that dwell with the Great Spirit. Beseeching for the wisdom, the kauna, the meaning of the stories, done in 3 octaves for the layers of kauna. First octave is the story being told. Then the second, why would we be telling these stories to our children? And the third, highest octave, beseeching the Great Spirit and our ancestors for the wisdom of our life experiences that become our stories. With the knowledge and the wisdom through experience, we never have to repeat these things over and over again. And so what an honor it is to share the Hawaiian prayer chants here at Unity of Kona. Well, welcome everybody. I'm Uncle Jim, or Jim Carey, as we start with prayer. Let's hold this moment of prayer. And in this moment, let us turn inward and feel the divine presence, which is always present within us. We listen to the wisdom that comes from our heart and mind through the still, small voice of Spirit, expressing uniquely through us. We trust the guidance received and blessed with clarity. We now move forward with confidence and purpose, greater freedom and joy, allowing Spirit to guide us. And as we place our attention in our divine presence, it grows in our awareness, and we notice that we are one with it, and all that we are is divine. And as we give thanks, and so it is. Amen. Mahalo keakua. Thank you, God, and thank you, everybody, for joining us. And now, service, I'm going to pass off the platform to Cindy. So please welcome Cindy.
And I welcome you. Yay! So glad to see all of you. Okay, could we all stand as we say our affirmation together? I align my mind, heart, and spirit with the truth of my being. And our vision statement is a world family of oneness, peace, and love. And our mission statement to inspire spiritual growth and service through the active practice of love, prayer, faith, joy, and honoring everyone as a child of God. And while you're standing, we're going to sing Ubuntu. I think I said it right. The choir is going to come and lead us. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay.
So what did they say about that? I'm stalling.
Ha, ha. Ubuntu, ha, 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 ha. There is a feeling
Deep in our hearts, we know that it's time for a new start. People around the world have come awake, seeing the problems all are at stake. Ha, 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 ha. Ubuntu, ha, ha, ha. given to us from the old days. Ha, 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 ha. Ubuntu, ha, 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 ha. Loving our neighbors and lending a hand, giving and caring, the true nature of man. We are one, we stand tall, working together for the good of all. Ha, 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 ha. Ubuntu, ha, 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 ha. Ubuntu, ha, 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 ha. Giving and listening, starting anew. What's good for all and not just a few? There is an answer, there is a way. A message given to us from the old days. Loving your neighbor and lending a hand, giving and caring, the true nature of man. We are one, we stand tall, working together for the good of all. Ha, ha, ha. We stand tall, working together for the good of all. Ha, 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 ha. Ubuntu, 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 ha.
That song. While you're standing, take a minute and greet each other with a hug or a handshake, whatever's comfortable for you. Yes, lots of love in this room. Lots of love. Okay. There we go. I love how we love each other in here. It's wonderful. Um, but now it's time for us to welcome anyone who's new to us this morning. If you haven't been here for a long time, or if this is your first Sunday, we would love it if you would stand up and give us your name and tell us where you're from. Yay. Oh, thank you. Yes, yes. Thank you, Clara, for coming and being part of our service this morning. We're so appreciative. Okay, so let's make sure that we all are welcome. So together we're going to say, aloha and God bless you. Yes, we're so thankful for each and every person that is here. Our announcements today, we always want to remind you that if you have a prayer request, you have something you need support in, there are prayer request forms on the back table. You can fill it out and put it in the prayer box back there. It will be prayed for here, and then they'll send it on to Silent Unity, where it will be prayed for 30 days, 24 hours a day. So it's very, very powerful, and be sure and take advantage of that if you would like some support in that area. Also, right now, for the rest of the announcements, we have Cindy coming up. Another Cindy. Thank you.
Good morning. Congratulations, Kavai, Team Member of the Month. Mahalo, Kavai, for your long service to our spiritual center. We are blessed to have you at Unity of Kona. Kavai helps set up for the fellowship and brings food. He recently began receiving AV electronics training from Patrick and will be filling in when Patrick is off the island and when needed. Kavai, you can-do attitude, willingness to offer needed support, and share your time, talents, and energy is greatly appreciated. You are a bright and shining light. We are grateful for you and your spirit of aloha. Some of our ohana are in need of food items. Please bring foods that do not require refrigeration and not much cooking, such as canned and packaged dry foods. The box at the top of the stairs, labeled Hawaii Food Basket, will be used to collect the items. Mahalo nui. Unity will be participating in the annual Thanksgiving Interfaith concert scheduled for Monday, November 24th at 6 p.m. Anyone interested in joining the choir for this event, there's a sign-up sheet that's being passed around to add your name. Please, practice dates will be forthcoming in the newsletter and Sunday announcements. Today at noon, we have our Crystal Healing Service. We hope you all can stay and join us after fellowship. Ukulele Monday evenings from 6 to 7 p.m., led by Dondi from beginners to experts here at the sanctuary. Bring your ook, some are available to use, and come to learn, play, and share. Meditation this Tuesday evening, September 16th from 6:30 to 7:30, is facilitated by Sean. Join us for an evening of self-healing meditation and discovery. Our regular weekly and monthly events, there is a flyer on the small table at the back of the sanctuary. Feel free to pick one up. As you know, it takes a village to run our spiritual center, and we appreciate everyone. Unity of Kona depends on the loving hands and hearts of each and every one of us. We are sincerely asking for your support. Please consider giving just 1 to 4 hours a month of your time. Right now, in addition to financial support, we are in deep need of Sunday greeters, platform assistants, and audiovisual assistants. There is new sign-up sheets on the side table at the back of the sanctuary, or please see Cindy, who is coordinating the volunteer efforts. If you would like to read the Sunday Daily Word, kindly add your name on that sign-up sheet as well. And the refreshment sign-up sheet is upstairs to add your name to bring a cake for birthday Sundays and food for fellowship. Your support is absolutely essential, and we thank you in advance from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you doing that for us. Okay, and now for our daily word, Vince is going to come forward and read our daily word. Thank you, Vince.
Aloha, everybody. All right. Today our daily word is brave. Through the power of God within me, I am brave. If I want to have a greater, more expansive experience in life, I must be brave and move beyond the trepidation that holds me back. I do not judge myself for hesitating, but I don't let it stop me. Instead, I take my reluctance as a cue to call upon the strength of God within me to push past my fear and move forward. So much life lies on the other side of my fear. I believe I am meant to live a fulfilling, satisfying life, whether I am interested in having grand adventures or simply stepping out of my comfort zone and trying new things. I can rely upon the divine within me as I summon the courage and do new things. I affirm, I am brave. As this becomes the truth of my heart, my experience of life expands. And the quote is Timothy 1:7. I affirm, for God did not give us a cowardice, but rather a spirit of power and love and of self-discipline. Timothy 1:7. Thank you.
Thank you, Vince. And now it's time in our meeting that we take a time where we take a deep breath, put our feet on the floor, close our eyes, and imagine this place as a huge, loving heart. Feel the loving energy of those around you flowing in and through you. See that loving energy flowing around every person here in the sanctuary and spreading out to every person, every being on the earth and in this world. If there are any events or circumstances in your life or anyone you know in need of prayer, see them in the center of this most beautiful, loving heart. As together we say the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The power folds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Yes, amen. So right now, Lauren's going to play somehow or another. And Clara Gray is come to sing for us this morning, and she's going to be singing, You Gotta Be Me. You gotta be, you gotta be, you gotta be. Okay.
Okay, speaking of stalling, I apparently was in a parallel universe this morning, which was an hour earlier than this universe. So my apologies. I also found this shirt, which I believe were the last two words of your talk last month. I don't know if you remember, but decided I had to get that. So hopefully, while I'm stalling here, we'll... so my apologies for not having my piano set up and all that, but we'll come back and do it again sometime for real. But luckily, because of the wonders of artificial intelligence, Clara will still be able to bless us with her voice today. So anyway, it's always interesting when I investigate the background of some of the songs. This is You Gotta Be, Desiree, 1994. she says she wanted to do different things in different situations, cool and calm in one and bold and strong in another. Surprisingly, she was inspired by the book Creative Visualization. I imagine some of you have read that. That goes way back. Yeah. Her mother advised her to embrace the good and the bad with the same ferocity, and don't be afraid. So anyway, can we take the time to just do a little sound check? See what we got? Oh.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. It sounds like a voice to me, so that's good. Okay. The joys of artificial intelligence. That's helpful. That's helpful. So this what the program they're using is it's called iReal Pro, and it's like a practice program for musicians, mostly like jazz musicians, but you can program other types of music too. And so you basically it plays the chord chart out there for you, so you can practice as if you're with a live band in preparation to perform with a live band. Because a lot of the time, especially in jazz, people don't necessarily rehearse beforehand. You just you all know a song and you all just get together and go for it. So this is a really helpful tool now for like younger jazz musicians and older jazz musicians and everybody to just kind of prepare themselves. But that was just about what was going on at the time. So I can stop.
Listen as your day unfolds, challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up and be counted, don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. Mirror what your mother said, read the books your father read. Try to solve the puzzles in your own sweet time. Some may have more cash than you, others take a different view. My, oh my, hey, hey, hey. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. Time asks no questions, it goes on without you, leaving you behind if you can stand the pace. The world keeps on spinning, can't stop it if you try to. The best part is danger staring you in the face. your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. My, oh my, You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. Got to be bold, got to be bad, got to be wise. You're never sad. Got to be hard and not to do hard. All I know is love will save the day. All I know is love will save the day. All I know is love will save the day.
That was worth the wait.
Thank you. Yeah, different vibe.
Thank you so much. Oh, turn that. Oh, okay. Okay, it's time for our Kayla to come and speak to us. She was a former board member, and she's a licensed mental health counselor, a motivational speaker, and a quantum healing hypnosis technique practitioner. And she's our fabulous person that we love dearly and does such a wonderful job every time she speaks. So she's going to come now and do our message and also our meditation. Thank you, Kayla.
All right, we're just getting reset up. We're going to get ready for a meditation. So you want to just find a good spot in your chair, a place to feel comfortable. We're working on it. We'll get there. Just allow yourself to rest in this space, putting everything from the day down. I invite you to close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Take a slow, deep breath in. And with the breath out, we just ease into your chair, settling your body, feeling the safe support of this moment. With each breath, allow your awareness to gently release the busyness of your morning, coming right back here. Imagine you're standing in front of a mirror and you notice that you're wearing a dozen or more layers. Upon inspection, you realize they're familiar costumes. Each piece of the costume represents a role, a part of you, a layer of your personality. Some are pleasing and helping. Some are protective. Some professional. Some are tender and vulnerable. You may notice costumes you wear very often, ones others expect of you, and ones that have helped you through important seasons in your life. Just pause to honor these costumes. Each role has served you. Each has value. Now imagine taking off each piece, one at a time, and hanging them up in a closet. You're not discarding them. They'll be there whenever they feel useful. But just for a moment, you are free to rest without them. Breathe into the relief of taking off these layers. The characters, the masks, the limitations. Feel the lightness as you uncover what's always been beneath. As those layers fall away, notice this radiant light at your center. This is your individuality, your true unburdened self. This is your Christ within. It's you, the real you, the calm, compassionate, wise, and free you. Doesn't need to prove or defend or achieve anything. It simply is. It's perfect in its pure shine. Rest here for a moment. Take a few breaths, allowing this light to expand and fill your whole being. Know that every talent, every preference, every gift you're carrying is enlivened when it's led by this unique, individual, true self. Let's affirm, I am not limited by the personality, the identity. I live my divine individuality, spirit expressing uniquely through me. Through me. Rest in that truth. And as you bring this light with you today, the pure shine of you, just return to this moment. Come back into the awareness of your body, your presence in this room, carrying with you all that you found. As we return, gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch if you'd like, coming back into this space, back into your body, together, connected. All right. Coming back into this time. I'm so glad to be here with you. As we go into our talk, anybody seen Shrek? Do you know this guy? Yeah? Fun character. That's exactly right. Humans are like ogres. This is our friend the ogre, and our friend the ogre said, ogres are like onions. Layers. Onions have layers. Ogres have layers. We're like ogres. We got layers. We got a lot of layers. So we're going to continue to explore the layers of humanness today. And like Reverend Sophia referenced last time, all of the bits of our Russian nesting dolls. We're going to continue to uncover the truth about our essence. Today we're going to talk about how we can live a little bit more from our divine individuality instead of the confines of our constructed personality. We're going to look at the difference between those terms because that's the chapter today in our Heart-Centered Metaphysics book by Paul Hasselbeck. And we're going to be looking at all 6 pages of that chapter. You can tell it's short and brief. We're going to take a deeper dive. Now, these words, individuality and personality, sound really interchangeable, and we use them that way now. However, metaphysically, they are very different and distinct. So we're going to start by exploring the framework of this concept of self. What is self? Well, even Charles Fillmore acknowledged that our perceived self-concept is comprised of many sub-personalities. And I've talked before about this system I really like in therapy that's called IFS, Internal Family Systems. It's about our entire system of all our little parts. That's like a family that we carry around with us. The angry part, the sad part, the anxious part, all of our parts. IFS says we are not one self, but a whole system. Most of these parts are fragmented. They are protective. They're wounded or managerial aspects of our life. Those are the layers of our personality. Beneath them, however, is that core. The core self that is always calm, compassionate, curious, and connected. The experts who have done a lot of research into IFS and taken it further have said, you know what? I don't know how to deal with this, but I think this is a spiritual part. Can we say that in psychology? I think that's the higher self that we're referring to. So even in a secular sense, they can't refute that this is something bigger. Both Unity and IFS agree that there is this eternal, unbreakable part of us. That no matter what you've been through, no matter what happens, no matter what, there is a part of you that cannot be broken. That is your full, whole, real self. When we're dominated by these parts, we feel fragmented because they are fragments. When we are led by the whole core self, we feel that oneness. So let's break up exactly what this personality is and why individuality is rarely one to strive. Personality. There's a lot of choices, aren't there? A lot of costumes, a lot of outfits, a lot of ways personality shows up. Our personality is that built from conditions, that part of us that's constructed. It reacts, it compares, it seeks approval. It's shaped by our upbringing, our culture, and our experiences. Our author, Paul Hasselbeck, says, personality is who we think and feel we are. It's the attitude of the mind that has distorted our true uniqueness into a sense of separateness. Personality consists of elements that make up our earthly persona, our ever-changing sense of self. It's the sum total of characteristics, opinions, beliefs, which compose a fragmented, separate sense of who we are. Now, I want to highlight that he said ever-changing. What do we know about truth? Doesn't change. Truth is fundamental, it's real, it doesn't change. So if it's ever-changing, it's not real, it's not true. It is our attachments to our identity that make up our personality, including characteristics, beliefs, and labels, of course. And I was thinking about all these beliefs and labels I carry around, and I was thinking about my pescatarianism. I've been a vegetarian, I've been a vegan at different times, all these labels we've given. And there's nothing wrong with any of them, but they are limiting. Because as I get blood work and do different things, and there's parts of my body saying, you could use certain nutrients, and you could find them in certain places if you would like to. No pressure, but you maybe could use some. I find it weird to navigate this label I've already given myself and that other people know, and how do I feel if I just want a little bit, but not a lot, and only certain types, and it makes it strange. And I am wrestling with that part of personality. It's not me. It's a fragmented part of a label I've given the me. So these are the things that are limiting in our lives, this earthly persona we've taken on. We might even call it more of our negative form of ego. Though there can be positive elements, it is more the negative form because it's all the thoughts that bind us to error. All the parts that believe we're different, separate, not together. It's the product of the human realm, however, because we also contain individuality. Similar but different. The other side of the coin is of God, is of the spirit realm. It's our divine essence and unique spark. This is our true identity. H. Emily Cady reminds us that God is wisdom, intelligence, love, and power. The more pronounced the manner in which any of these qualities or all of them come forth into visibility through a man, the greater his individuality. So what's important to realize is that individuality, in a spiritual sense, it's not the absence of qualities. Doesn't mean you're a blank form. We tend to think personality is our fun bits. There are fun bits in your individuality, I promise you. It's simply the sacred expression of characteristics that are of our true essential spirit. They're expressions that don't come out in negativity. They don't come out in fear, protection, or distress. But they are our spiritual gifts, our sacred perspectives. So it's more my ability to show compassion, my ability to play, the way that I see the inner child in every human being, and my desire deep down to truly help people love themselves. Those are still me. They're not part of my personality, they're my individuality. And any way that they come out is okay. My individuality is not attached to the method. It just wants to express that truth within me. So to find our individuality, that which is not a construct of my personality, we simply ask, what ways in which divine qualities pour through me? What divine qualities am I meant to shine? Charles Fillmore says, individuality is the real, where personality is the unreal. So it is our higher self embodied. It is the highest form of ego. Now, when we say the word ego, you might have some negative connotations. Ugh, I don't want to be the ego. The ego is just the I. It's okay to have an I. It's just the present consciousness that you're using. It's okay to use it. It's different from the psychological structures of the ego that Freud talked about. We're talking about the organized principle of selfhood. It's the doorway through which all qualities of God have to pass through. We need the doorway. We just would rather it be open rather than really tight and closed. Not much gets through that way. Yeah? So the personality is sometimes called the adverse ego, the one that closes the door, that gets in our way from shining our divine light. It's steeped in the physical and material world, and it's focused on self, fear, and survival most of the time. That can be real. It's just not as useful in the projection of who we really are. Now, the individuality is called our spiritual ego. Still an I, but it uses the personality and is the highest form of that organized selfhood. Emily Cady says, when we reveal more of our individual self, that persona, the personality, it recedes. It falls to the back. It becomes simply a support. So we see this in evidence of the brief story where they talk about a sculptor who's working on a sculpture through a block of marble. And people excitedly come up and ask, "Oh, what are you creating? Yes, tell us, what is it that you're making?" Kind of in frustration, the sculptor turns around and says, "I'm not creating anything. I'm revealing the angel that's already within." And just as the sculpture is revealing that angel within the block of marble, we too are revealing the individuality that's already within us. Our personality often is just excess marble. It tends to hide our light, protects what's within. And it gets rigid, it's hard, and it lives from, "This is who I am." It lives in a reactive, defensive, judgmental state and seeks to have control or approval for its fear. It's heavy, draining. And it gets us stuck in old stories, playing old roles. So we're invited to take the backpack off, to chisel away a little bit, to reveal the true form. It's not only freeing, it's giving. When you do this, our friend Emily Cady, she says, in the presence of an individuality, it gives others this strange new sense of their own inherent possibilities. You can feel it. It's the openness of the universe coming through you. So here's the thing. We're not seeking to erase the personality. It's not getting rid of all your preferences. We're looking to integrate it. We're just integrating that personality into a higher form and channeling it. We're just shifting who has the keys and who's going to be driving this bus. So our personality has info for us. It tells us what we're needing, what we're feeling. It shows us the limiting belief sits over here. So it's really useful. And when we're using it as a tool, we can actually share our unique color or flavor of light so much better when that door is open. And you know you're using your personality as a tool when you're not holding on tight to it. You can be flexible, flowing in the moment. When our personality is in the service of love, not attachment, and when that individuality can shine through and build connections, bring love, peace, and creativity, then we're really free. So let's go back to that metaphor of life as a play. If life is a play, then I think we get stuck playing and identifying with our character too much. Yeah? You ever get stuck playing a character you didn't like? Somehow in your family of origin or in a group of friends, you're the bossy one suddenly? Or you're the annoying one, or you're the needy one, or you're the serious one. What the heck happened there? You get stuck playing a role. It's just a role, just a character. You can take off that costume, that personality self. I don't know about you, but I get tired of being typecast. I don't want my life to be limited. I want to play whatever kind of play I want. I want to be able to go into any scene unlimited. So that's why we lean into the actor. The actor is free, creative, and aware of the character they're playing. And they can change it at any moment. So identify as that actor. Express through the character. You need to have a character to play in the play. That's true, and that's real. But make it fun. Switch it up. You can be anything you want to be. Today, you can be quiet, and tomorrow you can be loud. Today, you can be afraid, and tomorrow you can be brave. You can be anything you want. So we can choose to evolve our character and express that light in a unique way in every character we play. We use it for our grand adventure. Speaking of grand adventures, some of you know that Patrick and I are going off island tomorrow, and we're going for a multitude of reasons. We're going to play, we're going to go see family, and I'm also going to my 20th high school reunion. So if you can do math, you can kind of figure out how old I am, that mysterious kind of unknown. But I'm going, and it's going to be interesting, and it sparks curiosity. It's that, who's going to show up? Who's changed? What roles are people playing now? Now, high school is a very cliquey place. It's a place where identity really matters. There's the jocks, the nerds, the popular kids, the theater kids, and everything in between. We're all playing a character, trying to fit in, trying to impress and protect ourselves. Now, you can't really blame any of us. This is Eric Erickson's Stages of Developments, perfectly displayed. 12 through 18 is supposed to be identity versus role confusion. That's what we're there to do. Our job is to try to fit in, to find a place in society for ourselves, to find our peers, figure out who we are. That's their job. But beneath that, we are individual, unique sparks of spirit. We have unique talents. We're here to shine in a specific way. Did I see that in these peers? Did they see that in me? I wonder how they're going to remember me. Are they going to remember me as the goth kid? This is real. Tried to find pictures. I don't have any. They're with my parents. I'll maybe bring one later. Did they see me as the perfectionist? Do they remember me as the kid who took life way too seriously? Maybe. The kid with braces and a fake leather choker with a heart with spikes? This is real. Do they remember that? Or do they remember me being kind, an advocate for everyone, and someone who was really creative with group projects? I don't know. That's what I'm going to find out. And I'm going to see who I remember, who these characters are, and to see if I can find them, the real them, under their roles. It's going to be interesting, and I'll have to come back to report. Because the thing is, our outer role can shift. It does shift. We can choose to shift it. And it has to shift if you'd like to play another role, if you'd like to level up, which I know most of us would love that. So what part are you ready to have expanded? What are you ready to shift? And who's driving this bus? So we simply notice who's leading me. Is it my character and the personality? Is it the actor, the individuality? The thing is, we can't knock the ego because, ironically, it is the ego that pursues awakening. So that which we see as our greatest weakness is actually, in many ways, our greatest strength. So we don't judge the judger or the limited self that comes up in the being. We don't judge that. That's not the point. The point is to bring in more love. So we welcome these parts with compassion. We take away the keys. They're not ready to drive yet. But we welcome them, and we free them from their role. We do so by simply pausing. We breathe into that space. Figure out why that part is here, what it's needing. And we remind it, this isn't the whole of us. We tell it, I am safe. I am love, and I am spirit. Let's do that together, actually. Let's take a moment. Put your hand on your heart. Let's just breathe in here. I'll say and you can repeat. I am safe. I am love. And I am spirit. We return to ourselves and we free ourselves from that grip of that personal, individual sort of identity, and we get back into our individuality. We're kind of like seeds. Seeds often have these hard shells for protection, right? And the shell is necessary at first. This is a dense place to be. But it's not the whole truth. It's a temporary state of playing small, isn't it? But in the right time, the right conditions, it begins to crack open and reveal the life within, and it expands. We're the same. We're the same. At times when our personality is driving, we might even feel broken. But maybe you're just cracking open. Maybe you're just in process. And you too are growing into the life that's deep within you. There's a life coach that's Thea Westra, and she says, growth begins where certainty ends and curiosity takes its place. So maybe we should stop being so certain of who we think we are and start to be curious of who we could be. So there's this great poem, Shedding the Illusory Self, by Mohammed Yandis, that says, Detach from all that is ordinary, imaginary, and false, the ego's grip on life relinquished. Let go of the roles you've played, the identities you've worn, and the fleeting desires that anchor you to illusion. This void is where ego dissolves and true humility arises. It is the womb of all potential, where the finite self surrenders to the infinite. I love this poem, because it encourages us to let go of roles. Let go of the labels that don't serve us anymore. You don't have to be in any box. You get up out of that box. Reveal the true nature of ourselves. And actually, it talks about the nature of the earth game, which is, as we've talked about, to find ourselves again. We've talked about how the structure of existence never changes, right? It's fundamental. So how does the universe grow? How does God expand if the structure and the nature of God and the universe never changes? It's a curious thought, isn't it? It's through the density of the earth game. We get to come down and play. That's how it works. The thing is, the earth is so dense, so great, we forget who we are. We go through a veil, we put on a mask, and the whole point is to remember. It's to come and play so we get a new perspective, a new point of view. This is how creation expands. It's through us changing what we experience. Our experience of life, our perspectives of life, and our relation to life that we get through the forgetting. So don't forget, we've come here to forget. We agreed, and we did it on purpose, us crazy beings, us. We agreed to come into the level of focus. Focus on one being, the me, the I. We've agreed to come into a physical reality, as weird as that is, to come into perceived time and separation, to do this whole process of discovery, to realize that we've never left spirit after all. That's how we help the universe expand. Alan Watts says, you are an aperture through which the universe is looking at and exploring and expanding itself. So let's engage the earth game, shall we? Let's really play the purpose. Let's break out of the confines of this personal identity and be the expansion. Let's be that divine light that only you were meant to be. Together, let's end in an affirmation. Let's affirm, I welcome all my parts back to love and lead from my divine individuality. And so it is. Thank you.
Thank you so much. There we go. Oh, wow. Good stuff, huh? Yeah. We so appreciate all the work you do in preparing those messages that you bring to us, Kayla. It's wonderful. And now it's time that we get to give our offering. Everybody's smiling, right? Yes, yes. God loves a cheerful giver, right? Yes. So we appreciate so much your tithes and your offerings. That's what keeps us going, keeps our ministry alive, and we're so appreciative. And so right now we will pray together as you hold your gift in your hand. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am abundantly prosperous in every way. And as our ushers come forward, Clara is going to come and sing for us again a traditional Brazilian song. So that sounds way fun.
Okay, okay. Boop, boop. Okay, cool.
Mas que nada sai da minha frente que eu quero passar. Pois o samba está animado. O que eu quero é samba. Este samba que misto de maracatu. É samba de preto veio, samba de preto tu. Mas que nada, um samba como esta legal. Você não vai querer. E hoje é que no final oh, ai, ai, oh, oba, oba, oba. Oh, ai, ai, oh, oba, oba, oba. Mas que nada sai da minha frente que eu quero passar. Pois o samba está animado. O que eu quero é samba. Este samba que misto de maracatu. É samba de preto veio, samba de preto tu. Mas que nada, um samba como esta legal. Você não vai querer. E hoje é que no final oba, oba, oba. Oba, oba, oba. Oba, oba, oba. Oba, oba, oba.
There we go. Now you can hear me. Sorry. Next Sunday, we will have our Reverend Sophia, and her topic is the Word, the four functions of consciousness, tools for spiritual living: thinking, feeling, sensing, and intuiting are the four functions of consciousness. When we learn to balance and harmonize these functions, we open the door to richer, more centered life. We'll explore each function and discover practical ways to engage them as spiritual tools for everyday decision-making and spiritual growth. So that sounds good. So you don't want to miss next week. All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're so pleased that you all came. And so right now we're going to join our hearts together as we make a circle, and we're going to sing "Let There Be Peace on Earth." Behind the cameras, please. Behind the cameras, please.
Behind the camera. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Nice big circle.
No worries, no worries. Plug the thing in. Okay, you got it. Yeah.
peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, and we all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And now we'll sing Aloha Oi.
Aloha oi, aloha oi, eke ona ona no I kalipo. One fond embrace, a oia yao, until we meet again.
Thank you for all coming. We're going to be